Hidden Manna Mornings by Apostolic Overseer Pastor John S. Vaughn and First Lady Karen Vaughn. Day 150. The Spirit of the Horse. The 7th day of the week, the Sabbath, the 14th day of the 12th month. Devotion by Pastor John S. Vaughn. Scripture reading. I have compared you, O my love, to a mare among fairish chariots. The bride is compared to a horse, not a pet pony, but Pharaoh's royal war horses. In Job, Yahweh describes the horse's strength, its thunderous neck, its fearlessness before battle. The overcomer bride is not a grasshopper, jumping in fear, but a horse, unshaken, discerning, charging forward. The horse paws in the valley instead of weeping. Trials don't break it, they strengthen it. When others panic at false trumpets, the horse discerns the true voice of Yahweh. Application. Stop being a grasshopper, jumping at every trouble or trend. Paw the ground in prayer. Dig into truth while in valleys. Stand strong. Let trials reveal your champion's heart. Reflection questions. Do I face trials like a grasshopper, fear, or a horse, faith? Am I pawing in the valley, digging for revelation, or crying to escape? Do I discern true trumpets from false ones? Today's prayer. Father Yahweh, clothe me in the strength of a royal horse. Teach me to paw in valleys and stand fearless in battle. May I never be shaken by fear, but discern and follow your true voice.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Nothing is broken, nothing is missing, nothing is gone. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
yeah. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
May you find peace and the path that brings you home. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Nothing is broken, nothing is missing, nothing is gone. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
yeah. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
May you find peace and the path that brings you home. A time for healing. It is a time for rest, where the weary and the worn, they lean on his breast. In the embrace of Sabbath glow, yeah, we find the peace that we've come to know. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Nothing is broken, nothing is missing, nothing is gone. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
May you find peace and the path that brings you home. The 7th day, such a sacred time, where past and future intertwine, where hearts unite, nevermore to roam. On the Sabbath day we find the sanctuary Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
May you find peace and the path that brings you home. May you find peace and the path that brings you safely home. All the way home. I pray you find peace and the path